This video tutorial is going to guide you through the upgrade process of iWalkObservation from the current version, which is version 2.5, from any previous version. That would include version 1, 1.5, version 2, or version 2.0.1. If you need detailed help in installing files onto the iPad, iPhone, or iTouch, I'd recommend that you go back to the tutorial list and you take a look at the video for installation. That'll perhaps take a slower approach to installing files onto the iPad and remind you how your files first got there. To install the updates, I'm going to assume that you have your device, your iPad, your iPhone, or your iTouch, and that that device is already connected and that you have iTunes up and ready for you. I'm going to also assume that you have the new version of iWalk, which is called iWalk version 2.5, and that you have saved that file onto your desktop or any other place onto your computer, easy for you to retrieve. We're going to go ahead and connect our device. We're going to select the device in iTunes, and we're going to go back to the Apps tab. From the Apps tab, we're going to scroll down until we see FileMaker Go. And in FileMaker Go, we're going to see the files that are currently loaded onto your device. In my case, that's version 2.0 or version 2. I'm going to go ahead and grab my 2.5 and load it up. Now again, if you need a slower approach to installing the files onto your device, please go back and look at the installation video tutorial that can also be found on the website. Once I've put 2.5, the newest version, one thing I want to point out is that with 2.5, iWalk is now a single file installation. Previous installations were 3 files: the config, the iWalk, and staff. And for customer or ease of use, iWalk is now a single file. Once I've placed that onto my device, I'm ready to go ahead and turn to my device. In turning to my device, I'm going to go ahead and activate FileMaker Go. And in my files list, I will see the iWalkObservation 2.5 along with the other files that I've been using. Now, if you're using the iPhone or the iTouch, you will have to go to the Files on Device tab before you see these files. On the iPad, I'm just going to go ahead and select iWalk version 2.5 and activate that. When it first opens up, it is not configured, and so please do tell what device you're using, in my case, iPad, and then go to the config menu. We're going to notice that the iWalkObservation, when you receive it, is in demo mode, and that will all change when you go to the config menu and you go ahead and upgrade. When we upgrade, all of your information, from your staff information, your walkthrough data, and your licensing information, will be upgraded from the previous version. This is why it's essential that your previous files remain on the iPad until after the upgrade process. Clicking on Upgrade gives us the upgrade dialog boxes. And the upgrade dialog box is simply going to lead us through one question at a time. Pressing Continue will give us the first question, asking us if we would like to go ahead and update or import the previous iWalkObservation walkthrough data into this new version. And of course, I want to do that. The next one's going to ask if we'd like to also update our previous staff data. And of course, I'd like to do that. And then finally, the most important step is the configuration data. Customized configuration data includes your licensure, so please make sure that you go ahead and say yes to the customization. That's all it is. The data has been imported and the import is complete. We can tell that in a number of ways. One, you notice that the observer's name and observer's email has now been changed to your license information, in my case, Kevin Crotchett. And my staff has been inputted as well. And this all has been brought in from the previous version. If I go back to my walkthroughs, I'm going to see that all of my previous walkthrough data has been imported as well. Finally, to take a quick look at what's new with iWalkObservation version 2.5, one is that single file installation that I talked about. And the second is really excited to announce the reports page. On reports, I can now do a summative report that's organized by all data, by tool, or by teacher. On the teacher report, I can simply select a teacher and sort by date, and then have this report sent to me by email. When I have it sent to me by email, it's going to be sent in a PDF file, and all of the data for that teacher will be sent to me. Once I'm all done, I'm going to go ahead and close out all my screens and get back to my file here. my files page, and I can, now that I have upgraded all my information into version 2.5, I can delete version 2 or version 1 if that's what you're upgrading from, knowing that my data is safely stored in version 2.5. If this video file was of help, please let me know. I'd always love to hear feedback, and if there's anything I can ever do to help you in your work and in your implementation with iWalkObservation, please don't hesitate to email.